Good afternoon, DY. I'm Marcy Joshua.
And I'm Ava DeBreo. Welcome to the Dolphin News.
To start things off, we go to our principal, Miss Bennett, for a bit from Bennett.
Good afternoon, DY. It felt like we squeezed 2 weeks into 1 week as we said goodbye to February and welcomed March. With March comes Women's History Month, a time to recognize and honor the countless contributions women have made and continue to make in our communities, our country, and our world. From groundbreaking scientists, writers, and activists to the women who support and inspire us every day here at school and at home, this month is about bringing attention to stories that haven't been always heard. As a community, we're committed to elevating diverse voices, challenging stereotypes, and making sure all students see themselves in the history we study and the future we're building together. Look for more information soon as we work to bring Women's History Month to DY. We had an incredible International Food Fest organized by our World Language Department. It was amazing to see students celebrate what they're learning in class and share their cultures with our community through food and performance. I want to give a shout out to our student ambassadors who represented DY at the New Student Showcase with poise and professionalism as they highlighted all the great opportunities available here at the high school. Attention juniors, you are not alone when planning your future after high school. Don't hesitate to work with your school counselor on options and paths. They have a wealth of knowledge. Also a shout out to the students and staff who put on a great one-act play performance. We're proud of you for taking on sensitive material and inviting the audience to experience this powerful form of art. A quick academic reminder, we're now at the halfway point of Term 3. Check out your grades in Power School. This is a great time to check in on your goals, reflect on where you are, figure out what obstacles you're facing, and make a plan to finish the term strong. There's still plenty of time to make meaningful progress. That's it for this week, Dolphins. Have a great weekend, and back to you, Marcy and Ava.
Thank you, Miss Bennett. We just want to say that DY was built in 1957, and our Miss Bennett is the first woman in history of the school to be principal. Happy Women's History Month, Miss Bennett.
We'd like to talk for a moment about the recent blizzard. One of DY's newly adopted core values is community. This value was on full display when DY High School became a regional emergency shelter during the recent blizzard, providing meals, warmth, medical care, safety, and a place to sleep for community members.
Over the course of the week, numerous staff members went above and beyond to support shelter operations. The food service team were able to provide 3 meals a day and later expanded to include meal pickup for the district families.
With very little notice, the nursing staff stepped in to provide over 100 hours of medical care after county support ended. Facilities and ground crews ensured the building was storm ready, maintained operations throughout sheltering, and supported recovery efforts. Our school resource officers played key roles with outstanding leadership from the shelter commander.
Over the course of the storm and recovery, DY accommodated 250 overnight guests plus an additional 50 daytime drop-ins. There were 11 meal services between Monday night and Friday morning. After the shelter closed, nearly 30 students and staff volunteered to help break down and pack up the facility, completing hours of work under 1 hour. Their efforts prevented additional strain on already exhausted volunteers.
We wish we could give shout-outs to everyone who participated, but that outpouring of support came from so many amazing people that we couldn't begin to express our gratitude. The response to this crisis was a powerful example of the DY community pulling together to help out friends and neighbors in this time of crisis.
And now we go to Dom for our sports news.
Thank you, Marcy. The boys and girls hockey teams were eliminated in the playoffs, but we would like to congratulate both of them on a great season overall. With their sports coming to a close, it's now time to gear up for their spring sports. There's something for everyone to enjoy this season, whether you're interested in boys or girls track, lacrosse, tennis, softball, or baseball. Make sure that you don't miss out. Sign up on Arbiter by Monday, March 16th to be able to try out. Let's get ready for a fun and competitive spring sports season, and good luck. Back to you, Marcy and Ava.
Thanks, Dom. This Saturday, DY's Ensemble Theater class heads to Bourne High School for the annual Massachusetts Educational Theater Guild competition. Schools from across the state perform a one-act play of 40 minutes or less. DUI will compete against 7 other schools for a chance to move on to the semifinal round, as well as for special recognition awards for acting, stage managing, and technical design.
DUI's production, Dark Road, is a show about the Holocaust, which plays out in a series of backflashes, demonstrating how people can give up their sense of humanity and go down a dark road. Edith Sears, Atlas Torres, and Trent Robinson lead the performance with Avery Harvey, Eileen Von Hausen, Cameron Sears, Bia DeClume, Alyssa McGee, Rebecca Lennon, Carity Golden, Brandon Ritchie, and Jay Forrest, rounding out the cast.
Matilda Penny is the assistant director, and Zoe Logan, Xavier DePina, and Amber Laxo work behind the scenes to make sure everything runs smoothly.
DUI performs at 3 this March 7th at Bourne High School. This event is open to the public. Tickets can be purchased in advance at met.org or at the door. Break a leg, Dolphins.
On another note, Civics Day is just around the corner. Civics Day is an event to celebrate students involved in civics action projects. Every year, 8th and 11th graders develop their civic identities by creating projects that explore social, political, and financial issues in our community.
Students work together to try and affect positive change. Some topics students have worked on include student voices in school discipline, building a recreational center, and mental health awareness.
Students begin setting up at 7:22 in the upper gym. Afterwards, community partners will evaluate a minimum of 3 projects with the option to view more if they want.
The real fun starts at 9 a.m. in the upper gym with 8th through 11th grade civics fair, following the event from 10:15 to 10:40. The auditorium will host the closing remarks and awards ceremony. Best of luck to all the participants.
Now, it's time for our DUI moment of culture. Let's go to Nyasia.
Thanks, Ava. As we said earlier in the show, March is National Women's History Month, a time to recognize all the important contributions women have made throughout history. The celebration actually started as Women's History Week in 1980 when President Jimmy Carter declared just 1 week to honor the achievements of women. Later, in 1987, it was expanded to the entire month of March. Women have played an essential role in all aspects of society. Rosa Parks sparked the civil rights revolution, Marie Curie discovered the element polonium and radium, and her research was crucial to the development of X-rays and cancer treatments. Amelia Earhart became the first female pilot to fly across the Atlantic, and later, Sally Ride became the first American woman to fly to space. Women's History Month is also a time to recognize the women in our everyday lives who inspire us, like teachers, coaches, family members, and friends. So during the month of March, take a moment to learn about influential women and appreciate the impact of women who have made our lives. Back to you, Marcy and Ava.
Thank you, Nyasia. Love and appreciation were in the air this year, Valentine's for Veterans event. Members of the German, Spanish, and French Club, as well as the National Honor Societies, came together to show their appreciation for those who served our country.
Together, we created around 200 handmade Valentine's Day cards to be sent to the local veterans. A huge thanks to everyone who participated and helped spread kindness and gratitude within our community.
Now it's time for our Dolphin of the Week, who will receive a free sub from Jersey Mike's. We would all agree that success in school is based on hard work. Sometimes, though, it takes more. Sometimes you need to put in the extra effort.
Today's Dolphin of the Week made the choice to meet with her math teacher every day during Dolphin time and work right next to the teacher's desk to ensure she was staying on track. She was taking notes, actively engaged, and was just a pleasure to work with.
This week's Dolphin of the Week, as nominated by Miss Galvin, is Chloe Capo. Chloe, your hard work is an inspiration to everyone at DY. To receive your free sub, please see Mr. Winham in room 414.
Now, we go to Kenzie with our weekend weather update.
Thanks, Ava. In comparison to the recent blizzard we had faced with, this weekend is going to be a little more laid back and rainy. The remainder of the day is going to be in the mid to low 30s with cloudy conditions. On Saturday, there is going to be a continuation of the seemingly endless clouds, followed by a high of 42 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. Clearly not much of a difference there. During the evening, there is going to be rain showers coming and going. On Sunday, there will be fog in the morning, which will be followed by clouds in the afternoon. There will be a high of 49 degrees and a low of 36 degrees throughout the day. Back to you, Marcy and Ava.
That's all we have for today. Thank you for watching and
have a great day in Dolphinland, DY.